Hurricane Harvey intensifying rapidly, expected to slam into Texas as a Category 3.
With Hurricane Maria, a powerful Category 4 storm, is now barreling towards Puerto Rico. Today in San Juan, a frantic scramble for supply.
Very, very bad scenario for us here.
We are going to, in the strongest possible terms, encourage the residents in the low-lying areas, as they say, get out of Dodge.
It's going to be a challenge. But
Today, Puerto Rico's Governor, Ricardo Rosselló, urged people in flood-prone areas to get out.
It's the difference between life and death.
Good morning, Kirkwood. Today is September 28th, and I'm Winston Waddell. NHS members, our next meeting is today, Thursday, September 28th at 9:30 a.m. in Macaulay Hall. Please plan to attend. There will be an informational meeting for the new club, the Environmental Society of Kirkwood, today during homeroom SC-106. Anyone interested in saving the environment was welcome to attend. Now here are your principals for a few more announcements.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm a senior, and I'm the president of a new club called the Environmental Society of Kirkwood, and it's basically an extension to our environmental classes at Kirkwood. Today we have our first meeting during the first 30 minutes of homeroom. It's in Miss Meldon's classroom, SC-106. It's in the science hallway, so if you're interested, just stop by.
Awesome, thanks.
Thank you.
Next room. Come on. Just waiting for some more people to make a few more announcements.
Hi, I'm Najma Omar from Stuco.
Hi, I'm Toby Scott from Advanced Marketing.
And I'm Garrett from Pep Nation.
I'm Terry from football.
And we're here for the Kirkwood Hurricane Drive.
So we'll be collecting donations at both gates tomorrow night, and all proceeds go to the Red Cross.
We'll also be collecting today at lunch, and throughout the whole day, you can just drop off your money at your grade level office.
If you donate $5, you get under 6.
Woo!
And if you donate $10, then you get a Pep Nation shirt while supplies last. Also, tomorrow night is going to be a Red Out theme.
Yeah, and talking about a couple chants we're going to do. So everyone wear as much red as you could possibly wear, because we are going to be doing the Red Sea chant again, just to get some good footage and have a great time. Also, we are going to be doing a white powder toss. So yeah, everyone be prepared for that. We're going to be sending updates and everything, so everyone stay updated. Cool.
Yeah, and we'll see what class donates the most money.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Awesome.
Pop.
Thank you. Be sure to wear lots of red.
Hi, I'm Shaddai Tomlin.
And I'm Najma Omar, and we're here for the race forum today.
Yes, so we want everybody, don't forget to come out, come and share your opinions. Let's have this conversation. We need to have this conversation, especially at our school. So don't be afraid to come out and, speak your mind, speak your heart, speak your truth.
Yeah, it will be an open space, so please don't feel like you have to put up a front or anything. Just come, listen, respect other people's views, and the same will be done for you. It's just a place for us to gain knowledge, so that's how it's going to be.
So BACC, that's our actual meeting. So come to the forum. If you're not able to come to the forum, you need to let me or Miss Miller know. But other than that, it's going to be in King Theater during passing period. So, if you can give up your time, just come on.
Same thing for BSU. This will be our meeting for this week also. Please join us at the Keating Theater for our BSU meeting also.
Thank you.
Thank you. There's me for book club.
Alright, we have one more announcement.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm a promoter for Empty Society Music. The new single Gucci Dreams is out now. Go give it a listen. Be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.
Awesome, thank you. You're back again.
Hi, I'm also here for book club. We have a book club meeting during lunch today. We will be discussing our fantasy books, so please come for first lunch and second lunch. I will be there for both of them. So yeah.
Thank you. Do we have any more? All right, that's all for announcements from the rest of us.
That's our show, Kirkwood. Please stay tuned for a short video about today's discussion in Keating Theater, and check out Gucci Dreams on SoundCloud. Thanks for watching and have a great day.
So my journey began in the Bronx, New York, in a one-bedroom apartment with my two sisters and immigrant mother. I loved our neighborhood. It was lively. There was always merengue blasting, neighbors socializing on building stoops, and animated conversations over domino playing. It was home, and it was sweet, but it wasn't simple. In fact, everyone at school knew the block where we lived because it was where people came to buy weed and other drugs. And with drug dealing comes conflict, so we often went to sleep to the sound of gunshots. I spent much of my childhood worried about our safety. And so did our mother. She worried that the violence we witnessed would overtake our lives, that our poverty meant that the neighbors with whom we lived and shared space would harm us. Our entire life was in the Bronx, but my mother's anxiety spurred her into action, and soon we were driving so fast to Connecticut, to boarding school campuses with full scholarships in tow. Man, don't underestimate the power of a mother determined to keep her children safe. At boarding school, for the first time, I was able to sleep without worry. I could leave my dorm room unlocked, walk barefoot in the grass, and look up to see a night sky full of stars. Happy novelties. But there were other novelties as well. Very quickly, I felt like I didn't belong. I learned that I didn't speak the right way, and to demonstrate the proper ways of speaking, my teachers gave me frequent lessons in public on the appropriate way to enunciate certain words. A teacher once instructed me in the hallway, asking. She said this loudly. Dina, it's not axing like you're running around with an axe. That's silly. Now, at this point, you could imagine the snickers of my classmates. But she continued. Think about breaking the word into ass and king, and then put the two together to say it correctly. Asking. There were some other moments when I didn't. Once I walked to classmates' dorm, and I watched her walk her valuables around me. Like, why would she do that? Thought to myself. And then there was the time when another classmate walked into my dorm room and yelled, "Ew," as I was applying hair grease to my scalp. There is emotional damage done when young people can't be themselves, when they are forced to edit who they are in order to be acceptable. It's a kind of violence. Ultimately, I'm a quintessential success story. I attended boarding school and college in New England, studied abroad in Chile, and returned to the Bronx to be a middle school teacher. I received a Truman Scholarship, a Fulbright, and a Soros Fellowship, and I could list more. But I won't. I earned my doctorate at Columbia University. And then I landed a job at Yale. I am proud of everything that I've been able to accomplish on my journey thus far. I have eternal imposter syndrome. Either I've been invited because I'm a token, which really isn't about me, but rather about a box someone needed to check off. Or I'm exceptional, which means I've had to leave the people I love behind. A price that I and many others pay for learning why I'm Black. I police myself all the time. Anti, hair up, or in a fro. Should I speak up for myself? The power of my words be reduced to, she's angry. Why did I have to leave the Bronx to gain access to a better education? And why, in the process of getting that better education, did I have to endure the trauma of erasing what made me, me? A Black girl from the Bronx, raised by an Antiguan. So when I think about our current education reform initiatives, I can't help asking, what are our students of color learning about themselves? Three decades of research reveal that students of color are suspended and expelled at a rate 3 times greater than white students, and are punished in harsher ways for the same infractions. They also learn this through the absence of their lives and narratives in the curricula. The Cooperative Children's Book Center did a review of nearly 4,000 books and found that only 3% were about African Americans. And they further learned this through the lack of teachers that look like them. An analysis of data from the National Center for Education Statistics found that 45% of our nation's pre-K to high school students were people of color, while only 17% of our teachers are. Our youth of color pay a profound price when their schooling sends them the message that they must be controlled, that they must leave their identities at home in order to be successful. Every child deserves an education that guarantees the safety to learn in the comfort of one's own skin. It is possible to create emotionally and physically safe classrooms where students also thrive academically. I know because I did it in my classroom when I returned to teach in the Bronx. So what did that look like? I centered my instruction on the lives, histories, and identities of my students. And I did all of this because I wanted my students to know that everyone around them was supporting them to be their best self. So while I could not control the instability of their homes, the uncertainty of their next meal, or the loud neighbors that kept them from sleep, I provided them with a loving classroom that made them feel proud of who they are, that made them know that they mattered. You know, every time I hear or say the word asking, I'm in high school again. I'm thinking about ass and king and putting the two together so that I speak in a way where someone in power will want to listen. There's a better way, one that doesn't force kids of color into a double line, a way for them to preserve their ties to their families, homes, and communities, a way that teaches them to trust their instincts and to have faith in their own creative genius. Thank you.